All rise. Support court with Judge Vanda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1016, Mercy case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You may be seated. Okay, is it Miss or Mrs.?
Miss.
Miss Mercy, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, so my baby daddy is just not doing his part, taking care of our twins. It's been 2 years and it's just getting really hard doing it by myself and trying to maintain my career, everything as well.
You said twins. Are these boys, girls?
A boy and a girl, Rolls and Royce.
Okay, like the car?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the boy's name?
He's Rolls.
Rose, okay. Just make sure I get it. And Royce is the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Royce is actually a cute name for a girl.
I like it.
Never thought about that.
When I looked at her, she just looked like a Royce to me.
Okay, all right. All right, so he's not contributing, he's not involved. Tell me the backstory, like how did the two of you get together?
Yeah, so I was actually at an after party for a concert, and he was a performing artist, and you know, a couple drinks, and you know, I became more social and decided to go express my flirtations on him, and then you know, one thing led to the next.
Okay, keep going.
Got two beautiful kids. He's a rapper, a local rapper though, so he's still building his career. He also does like some hustling on the side as well, so
okay.
I want a piece of that as well because he makes a good living doing that.
All right, when you say hustling, like that could be anything. Does he cut hair?
Well, I Googled a few things of like kind of what he does. So he goes to the grocery store and purchases like a lot of the same type of items. Typically like there's a lot of baking soda.
Oh,
involved.
okay.
And
so he's a baker.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up for a courtroom showdown. A judge is about to serve some real justice in a case involving Mercy, a hard-working single mother raising twins, versus her so-called hustler ex, who's always MIA. Mercy claims he brags about making $20,000 a week, yet somehow he's always broke when it comes to supporting his kids. Meanwhile, he's out here flexing for the gram while dodging child support. Will the court finally hold him accountable, or will he keep slipping through the cracks? Let's find out.
I would say so, yeah. He bakes.
Okay.
He's pretty popular around the community, too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he's active in the community. All right.
Yeah.
Is this a
pastries
nonprofit?
are like off the shelf. He's always selling out of his pastries, so.
Oh, okay. All right. Continue.
Yeah, so he's disrespectful, first of all, because I saw him a couple weeks ago with another chick up the block, and he's not even taking care of his kids, but he has time to wine and dine her and all of this. And all I'm asking is that he just does his part for Rolls and Royce.
All right. Does he have any other children outside of Rolls and Royce?
He does.
Okay, how many other children?
I found out about them after the fact, but he does.
Okay, and how old are Rolls and Royce? I don't think I asked you that.
They're 2 years old.
2, all right. And these other children, are they older, younger?
Both. He's got 2 older and 1 younger.
2 older, 1 younger. So a total of 3 outside of Rolls and Royce.
Correct.
Okay. When was the last time you seen him?
Oh, I saw him a couple weeks ago when he was with old girl.
Okay. Did you have him served at that time? Because I do see a return here where he was served.
He was served a week prior to that.
Okay. All right. Did you all discuss anything about whether or not he was coming to court? I mean, not that you had to, but
when I saw them, I tried to approach them, but it didn't, we didn't really get to discuss much about the court case.
When you approached them, what did they look like?
It wasn't anything bad. I just saw them out, so I walked up to them. I saw the girl sitting there, and she had a cute little bag, so I commented on her bag. And then she took it as a petty remark. So we got
Were you being petty?
The bag was cute. It was a Telfar bag.
What did you say?
I was like, oh, this little bag is cute.
Oh, you put little in there.
It was the little, you know, they have 3 different sizes, so it was actually the little bag.
Oh, okay. Because you know, adding little in front of something could come off as petty.
But if she had the medium bag, I would have probably said, "Oh, this medium bag is cute."
Okay. Continue with the story.
So yeah, she didn't like what I had to say, so we got into a heated argument.
Let's be clear. This man runs a bakery, but not the kind you're thinking of. According to Mercy, her own online research suggests he has a thriving side hustle, but the judge isn't buying vague Google searches. She wants solid proof. And she's right. Court's deal. In fact, not flashy Instagram posts. If Mercy's right about his income, she's definitely getting shortchanged. The real question is, can she back it up with bank records, pay stubs, or business data?
I didn't even really get to have a conversation with my baby daddy, so I'm not sure why he's not here, but I do know that he got the papers.
Okay. All right. So did you want me to look at that?
Yes.
What you did on the Google search?
Yes, please. I've already got it opened up to the page.
Thank you. Okay. It's a lot in here. And I appreciate you being prepared and you have it all tabbed and everything for me. Oh, okay. It's quite a bit in here. So baking, we'll just say baking. How much do you think he makes on a monthly basis?
I would love to find out because I keep hearing different answers, and according to him, he's always broke. According to him, he doesn't break even. He's always owing money, and but I know that to be a lie because he's wine and dining this woman. So I would maybe suspect upward.
In what amounts? Because all you provided me were things that you pulled off of Google. It's not necessarily anything scholarly, not anything that is grounded in fact or even law. It's just things you pulled off Google, and I see there are some pictures from an Instagram page.
So I would assume about $20K weekly is what he brings in.
All right.
Just based on, all of the stunting on the ground.
Okay. So he's one of those. He's on social media. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, here's the thing. You said he makes about how much from his regular job?
$60K.
$60K. All right. So here's the thing. Yes, in some circumstances you can order.
Here we go. Oh boy. Mercy spots her ex with another woman, and instead of a calm conversation, we get a designer handbag showdown. Now, I'm no expert, but when you compliment someone's bag while putting extra emphasis on the word little, it's pretty much game over. The wildest part. Mercy had the perfect chance to call out her baby daddy over child support, but instead they were busy debating handbags. Then again, let's be real. Would he have even answered?
Child support based on what you believe is what they're making. However, the issue here is that you're basing it on an assumption. Mm-hmm. And I can't make someone pay child support based on an assumption.
Even if his caption says, how much money he's got?
Well, and here's the thing about these captions, and that's why I said, is he one of those? Because people stunt and put certain things on social media. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what it is. Like he said here, just made 5 bands. What is that? Is that a random one-time thing? Is that something that he's doing weekly? You really can't tell just by looking at these posts. It just says it for that one caption. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. If you had something to show me that was more concrete on a consistent basis, maybe.
Even though they're date stamped? Because it's every 3 or 4 days he's making posts like that.
I see what you're saying. However, it's not very concrete to just say that that's what he's doing all the time. It's clear that he has a lot going on.
Except taking care of these kids.
Well, I didn't say that. Those are your words. It's clear he has a lot going on, but that one caption is the only one that I'm seeing that says any mention of an actual dollar amount.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, he was served to be here today, so he knows he was supposed to be here, so we can go ahead and place him on child support to ensure that you do start receiving some child support for the children. Okay. But the additional amount, we can't do that unless you come back and say, you know, he's making this much more and you actually get something.
Let's talk about flexing on social media. Mercy's frustration is 100% valid. If he can splurge on luxury vacations and pricey dinners, why can't he support his kids? This man is out here bragging about making 5 bands in a single post, but the judge isn't buying it, and honestly, neither should we. People love to exaggerate online, and flashing stacks of cash doesn't mean it's his actual steady income. The court needs solid proof, not just flashy screenshots.
Okay. Okay, does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Health insurance. Who carries the children on health insurance?
I do.
Okay, how much is your health insurance?
$150.
Is that for both children or just?
Mm-hmm, for both.
Are you included in that?
No.
Okay. $150. All right. And you said he has 5 children total.
Correct.
All right. So we're going to base that off of 15%. Do you know if he has access to private health insurance?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, if he does, the reason I ask, because if he does, then he can decide after he gets this paperwork today that he wants to come back to court and show the court proof of his actual income, proof of health insurance, and try to get it cheaper.
Yeah, he's not doing all that.
He might.
He didn't even bother to show up today.
Well, he didn't. I mean, obviously, I'm looking at an empty chair, but you'll be surprised. Some people do come back, especially when you start speaking about money. Okay? So, giving him credit for the other 3 children that he has, his child support would be based on 15% of his income. You understand what I mean by that?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you have any questions about that? Is that a no?
Just maybe what the dollar amount is.
Okay. Oh, I was getting to that.
Oh, okay.
I was getting to that. Okay. So, based on 15% of his gross income based on...
The judge is set to enforce child support, but there's a catch. She can only base the payments on his reported income, since there's no hard evidence of his side hustle. With 5 kids, his support checks will be far lower than they should be. But let's be real. If he's actually pulling in $20,000 a week, there's no way he'll let this slide without a fight. The real question is, will he step up and challenge the ruling or keep pretending it's not his problem?
It's $5,000. His net is $4,120.17. 15% of that would be $618 plus the $150 reimbursement. Brings it to $768 per month. And that's for both kids.
Okay.
Why did you look like that? You look like you went down.
For each kid.
No, it's based on his income. Each kid would well exceed what it is. I'm going to find out the
rest of his income because I know.
Well, I mean, if you find it out and you bring something in here, it's credible. It's something that I can actually quantify. Like if you bring in receipts of, when I say receipts, I'm talking about the things that you brought in already on Instagram, and it's showing something consistent. Like I'm making $5,000 every 2 weeks. Well, we can quantify that, right? Okay. That's $10,000 a month. So you multiply that over a course of a year. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Something a little bit more concrete. So do you have any questions about anything?
No.
Okay. All right. If there's nothing further, then you're dismissed.
And that's a wrap. As for our mystery baker, if he's really raking in the cash, he might just resurface to challenge the ruling. But what do you think? Should the court have done more to dig into his real income, or was the decision fair? Let us know in the comments. If you found this case as wild as we did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. Mercy is getting child support, but maybe not as much as she expected. The judge made one thing clear. If she wants more, she'll need solid proof.